The Dallas Cowboys are traveling to Chicago to take on the Bears. Uh, Bears 0-2. They desperately need a win at this point, especially coming off of an absolute beatdown that they took for their divisional foe in the Detroit Lions last week. The Cowboys have looked good. They have certainly looked better. Thrilling win last week against the New York Giants in overtime, and we're a lot closer to taking down the Philadelphia Eagles than I think a lot of people were giving them credit for. Again, myself included, to start the season. So what's the matchup that you're really looking forward to in this one?
Look, Dak Prescott is raging hot. He's got the second best passing grade in the league. He's got the most big-time throws in the league. He's played two fantastic football games, and really the first loss to the Eagles was just killed by drops, and he was throwing the football great. And the Bears' secondary is ice cold, and I don't know if it's going to get any better with Jalen Johnson possibly done for the rest of the regular season. Kyler Gordon in the slot has not played a snap yet, and the rest of the guys are struggling. You look at this Bears secondary right now and where it stands. Last in the league in coverage grade. Really the only big play they've made was the Nashawn Wright pick six on J.J. McCarthy, and then they found a way to blow the game in the fourth quarter anyway. Second worst in yards per attempt allowed, worst passer rating allowed, most touchdowns allowed. Everything about this just says Dak Prescott's going to go to Chicago and have another big day. And if I took the over in this game earlier, Trev, as a DraftKings bet. If I had another one and the odds aren't up for you, I think CeeDee Lamb's going for 100 because the Bears, and I just mentioned Dennis Allen with the Saints and how much man coverage he runs. He's got this team that's short Jalen Johnson, their best player, and short Kyler Gordon, and Tyreek Stevenson's struggling, and they're rotating other guys at corner, and even Kevin Byard's struggling, and they run the fourth highest rate of man coverage in the NFL. So you're going to one-on-one with CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens. You got Dak Prescott seeing the field the way he's seeing it right now. I mean, again, you look at these numbers, and you just go, there isn't really a reason for Dak Prescott not to have a big day in this game. If the Bears are going to win it, they're going to have to score a lot of points because the way Dak's throwing the ball right now and the way he's seeing the field is just fantastic.
Yeah, number one quarterback in terms of PFF passing grade under pressure as well. So, whether it's what they're planning to do, whether it's he is under pressure, I mean, Dak has been one of the best quarterbacks in the league through 2 weeks. The Bears, I went back and I watched the All-22 of Caleb because I just wondered if it was just going to be terrible from him. And, there were certainly throws that were questionable that he would want to have back. But Caleb made a lot of big plays in this game. I don't think Caleb is the reason why they lost. Their secondary is absolutely the reason why they lost, especially the amount in which they lost against the Detroit Lions. I also think that they have to run the ball better. And you got a good offensive line, yes, to protect Caleb, but also to run the football better. And they just have not been able to run the ball really well through 2 weeks. They're 19th in the NFL in EPA per rush. They're 28th in PFF rushing grade overall. Now, how do you quell a red-hot quarterback? You keep him off the field. And you've got to be able to run the football in order to do that. You've got to be able to control the clock. And the Cowboys are still the worst run defense team in the NFL through 2 weeks. They're 32nd in overall PFF grade in run defense. So this is the opportunity to get right. This is the opportunity to control the clock, to control that time of possession, keep Dak Prescott off the field, and have a much more methodical game. And I feel like Caleb has been decently well when he's been given the opportunity to be that. It's when he gets pressured and when the situation then calls for him to be something a little bit different that he's held on to the ball a little bit longer. He's a little bit slower to see exactly which receiver he should go to. It's when the footwork starts to get messed up for him. This should be a game, especially with this one being in Chicago, that they should feel good about and that they should win. However, as much as I have harped on me believing in head coaches and me believing in the coaching staff that the Chicago Bears have, I'm not betting against a better quarterback in this one. I think the Cowboys win this game. I think they win it by a field goal, 27-24. I think this is a close game. I think this is an exciting game. But you're just not going to find me betting against Dak Prescott when he is playing like this. So I think the Cowboys win this one by 3.
Definitely shootout potential here, and I actually think there's a chance that both quarterbacks play well. Caleb Williams has the 9th best passing grade in the NFL in a clean pocket and the 4th worst under pressure. Luckily, like you mentioned, that Dallas defensive front is not great. They're not getting a ton of pressure, and if the Bears, you mentioned it, if the Bears can't run the ball this week, I don't know when they're going to, because the Cowboys still can't stop the run. They couldn't stop the Giants from running last week, especially late in the game. I've got Dallas too, though, in a shootout 31-27. I think you're getting points. That's certainly one thing you're getting in this game, and it could come down to, just like Dallas's last couple of games, who gets the ball on the last drive and if they can score with it. But I'll take the Cowboys. You mentioned it. Prescott right now is just raging hot.